Depeche Mode from 1981, I Just Can't Get Enough, the first top 10 hit, Vince. Do you ever go back and listen to that early stuff still?
I listen to it sometimes from the first album, you know, but I don't ever watch the videos.
Do you get embarrassed if you go to a pub and you hear a New Life on the video or something like that?
No, we don't. Well, I don't really hear those sort of songs much, you know. Maybe sometimes on the radio. I mean, I like listening to the records. You know, it sort of brings back a lot of memories.
Do you think they achieved what they set out to do?
They got us in the charts, you know. Made people come to our gigs, which was quite good.
Do you still see those guys?
Well, we're both signed to the same record company now, and so obviously we bump into each other. It's only a tiny record company, you know, and we just bitch about each other when we're abroad.
Do you actually get on?
Oh yeah, it's all right. You know, it's quite a laugh. Really. They come to our gigs. You know.
What do you think of their current stuff?
I think some of the material's really good. Actually, some of the songs on the new album's really good. I'm not so sure about the sort of direction that they're going in. You know, the sort of real dark direction. I don't know if it's sort of my cup of tea.
When you left the group, I mean, the general consensus was that you were the main commercial songwriter. Do you think they had hidden strengths that you knew about, but obviously the critics didn't?
Well, the first album, Martin wrote 2 of the songs on the album anyway, and he was a strong writer, you know, he always had been. And I think when I left, it just gave him the chance to sort of emerge as the songwriter. I mean, he could always write songs. It's not as if he just started because I left, you know.
Well, let's move on to the next stage. This is Yazoo and Only You.
Sometimes when I think of your name, when it's only a game, and I need you, listen to the words that you say, it's getting harder to say. When I see you, all I needed was the love you gave, all I needed for another day, and all I ever knew, only you.
Yazoo and Only You from spring 1983, a #2 record. You never had a #1, actually. Does that worry you? You've had 3 #2s, I think.
Well, I don't know. I think when you get to #1, after that you can only go down, you know.
Looking at that, it's easy. I mean, we're very used to the way that sounded, but at the time it was something of a revolution, wasn't it? The traditional blues voice and synthesizer backing. How did people react at the time?
Well, the single took ages and ages to sort of get played and get recognition anyway, so we'd kind of given up on it, really. You know, it was first released for the first few weeks. But when it started climbing up the charts, you know, we were really surprised.
And what do you think of Alison's stuff these days?
I think it's really good, yeah.
You don't think her corners have been a little rounded at all? Or?
No, I don't think so, no. I mean, people say that, but I think that the songs are strong, and I think the production is excellent.
After this, you've teamed up with Feargal Sharkey for Never Never with the Assembly, which should be coming up in just a second.
It never happens to me. That's the way my life was meant to be. It never happens to me. It never happens to me. The door that's locked and there's no key. It never happens to me.
Feargal Sharkey and yourself with the Assembly. I thought the idea with the Assembly was it was going to be a continuing thing, and you team up with various other people
Well, that was the idea, you know. We did that one single, and we were really lucky because we just phoned up Fergal on a Friday, you know, asked him to come down to London. He came down and sang the song, and then went off again, you know. And we thought, well, this is good, you know, we just phoned up any old singer and get him to come down. But once we'd written the songs and recorded some material, we found it really difficult to get the right singers, the right voices.
Is there anyone else you'd like, anyone you haven't rung up that you'd like to work with?
I'd really love to work with Paul Simon, but not just as a singer, you know, as like co-writing with him or something like that.
So what about the new group, Erasure? Is that going to be a permanent arrangement? Because you've chopped and changed a bit over the last few years.
Well, we've just finished our 2nd album, and we're hoping to do another 3 more albums, a good 4 more world tours, and then I'm going to open a chain of restaurants. Well,
the very best of luck with that, and thanks very much for coming in, Vince, and we'll see the clip from the new Erasure video, It Doesn't Have to Be, should be coming up right now.